Hi guys, welcome back to Raven Unfiltered, and in this video I'm going to be reacting to liberals on my Twitter account. So I scrolled through my feed, found some videos, saved them to my camera roll, and I'm going to be reacting to them. I did a poll on my Twitter account and I asked you guys what type of video you wanted to see next, and this one won by a long shot. So I'll be going in order. So I wanted to do this one first because there was like so many votes for it and it's kind of fun. I've seen a few of the creators that I watch who are also conservative make similar types of videos. So I figured why not do some here. I actually haven't watched any of these. Like, I was trying my hardest not to even look at them when I was saving them. So this is like a genuine, authentic reaction. So without further ado, let's watch some of these videos. First one is this woman. I actually don't even know what she's talking about, so let's just see.
Let's play a game. The game is called You Know You're a Fascist When. You know you're a fascist when you chant freedom while cheering for mass deportations without due process. You know you're a fascist when you think banning books and gutting universities is saving America. You know you're a fascist when you believe soldiers should be loyal to a person, but not the Constitution. You know you're a fascist when you demand law and order unless the law is investigating your favorite politicians. You know you're a fascist when you want to lock up opponents, but pardon your own criminals. You know you're a fascist when you think elections are rigged unless your guy wins. You know you're a fascist when you call yourself a patriot while rooting for a third term like it's a third world dictatorship. You know you're a fascist when you call the press the enemy because they told the truth. You know you're a fascist when you think human rights are optional for people you don't like. You know you're a fascist when you believe religion should run the government as long as it's yours. You know you're a fascist when you cheer when peaceful protesters are beaten, jailed, or silenced. You know you're a fascist when you wrap yourself in the flag while dismantling the democracy it stands for. You know you're a fascist when
important than
you believe
everyone's
one
freedom.
man's power
What freedom are
is
you
the
talking about?
how the libtards are destroying this country.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there, and quite frankly, I'm already a little bit irritated. I don't like to waste energy on things that I can't change, but just for the sake of a reaction. The reason why this irritates me so much is because a lot of liberals and Democrats like to throw around the term fascist like it's just free candy. It's ridiculous, really. I don't think she knows what the word fascist means, if I'm being honest, just based off of all the things that she said. And I should have been taking notes because there was a lot that's been said here, but the things that really stood out to me is just like the issue with the press. We all know that the media is here to serve a certain agenda. In fact, I don't even watch news. I use ground news because it's very balanced and I get to see like the middle and see both sides and see topics that people aren't talking about. So I recommend, it's not an ad, but I just recommend trying to find a source of news that isn't heavily biased towards one side or the other. One of the things that I liked about Trump the most is the fact that he kind of called out the fact that the news is skewed and there's a certain agenda that news channels tend to have. And as someone who's also been lied about, had words thrown in my mouth as well, I can just relate to that in terms of like people or like these channels taking his words and clips and skewing it for their own agenda. To me, that's just not right. A lot of liberals seem to think that committing a crime doesn't make you a criminal, but that's actually not true. One of the things that I said in my other video as well is what makes America so great is that we do have law and order. And if upholding law and order is deemed fascism, hate to break it to you. I know some other countries and places that she could visit that she probably wouldn't like, but they definitely don't enforce the rules there, and it's like the wild, wild west. That's why a lot of people come to this country, because we enforce the rules here, and that's the backbone of America. We have law and order here. Hate to break it to you guys, but that's just a fact that needs to be accepted. And about the point about religion should run in the government, that one just really ticked me off, because it's not like we don't have separation of church and state, but the very foundation of America was founded upon very Christian morals. Like, we use those same morals to create the universal or the countrywide moral code that we all follow. When we say our Pledge of Allegiance, God is also mentioned, but it's not explicitly stated whether or not that's the Christian God. It could be whatever God you believe in, it's just a God. That's pretty much how it should be interpreted. It's not like we're saying Jesus Christ. it's just God. Whatever religion you are a part of, he's still God. So the fact that America is just anti any other religion that's not Christianity is just completely false. So those are my thoughts on that. There was lots to unpack there. Frankly, I just think it's a liberal rant, and I'm just going to mark it off as irrelevant, and I'll probably forget about it in the next 10 minutes. Okay.
But I do have to give Tim Waltz credit for saying that we need to be meaner. Because a lot of you need to be, like, meaner. Of course that's what you're saying. You leftists just want to bully everybody. Yeah. In this case, yeah. If you're still walking around with a MAGA hat, yeah.
This is literally my point.
Bullying you, and I don't feel bad
the fact that this is actually so normalized with the Democratic Left Party, to me, is just, it's mind-boggling to me. Like, the fact that people on the left actually want to bully those who are conservative, are like not even like far right conservative, like, you know, if you have any sliver of a conservative or non extremely liberal democratic view, then you're labeled as a like MAGA Trump obsessed conservative, and that's just not true. And with morals and values like that being constantly thrown out there for the world to see by the left, is what really makes me lean farther away from it, if that makes sense, right? Just because the fact that somebody is like so comfortable stating this on their account here is very concerning. Like, I really do want to pray for all these people here, because clearly there's something that they're battling and going through that's causing them to be so dark and consumed full with hate. Not only is life too short, but why do you care so much if somebody has a different opinion than you? So yeah, I think this video is wild. The fact that somebody would actually post this, it's insane. Like, you could say I hate dogs, right? Like, if you didn't like dogs, you could say that. That's completely fine. But like, wanting to actively bully a person because of their political beliefs, it's not it. It really isn't it. And it's funny how the left like to call everybody on the right like a fascist. I don't see anybody on the conservative side actively hunting down those who have liberal views. I really don't. Like, there may be some far right extremists that may do that. I haven't seen or encountered them in my life, so this is just from my experience, right? And from those that I've talked to as well, a lot of people will probably agree with me, but I could find about 10 videos of liberals on the left verbatim saying exactly what she just said. So I think that also says a lot, and it's just something that I wish people could be more aware of. Like, if you don't like somebody, fine, but don't say stuff like this on the internet, okay? Because the internet's forever. I have this clip on my iPad. I downloaded it on my iPad. Like, there's gotta be better things that you want to be known for, aside from wishing hate and wishing the worst for people who just don't agree with you. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go to the next one.
And right now we are dealing with, as I called him at my speech on the ellipse, a tyrant. We used to compare the strength of our democracy to communist dictators. That's what we're dealing with right now in Donald Trump.
And again, I don't like to be irritated because there's like, I can agree to disagree, but just seeing things like this, I'm just like, what makes Donald Trump a tyrant? Please explain to me, factually speaking. I don't care how you feel. Please don't use clips or facts that are false and just wrong, because, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, he did this, and it's like fake news, right? From what I've seen with Donald Trump, nothing about him screams tyrant. Yeah, he's not the perfect president, okay? I'm not gonna say that, okay? The guy has a lot of faults, okay? I can admit that, right? He's not perfect. Nothing that he's done has screamed tyrant. Now, I've taken history classes, right? I know what tyrants are like. I still have my basic rights, so do you. What rights were taken away? What power has been abused? I really can't think of anything, and the fact that this woman, Kamala Harris, would sit up here and say something like that, it's another reason why I'm not a fan of the Liberal Party, at least how it is now, right? If they had literally anybody else to represent them, literally anybody else, things would probably be different, right? But unfortunately, that's the best that they have to offer. That's what they have. And this is MSNBC, right? She said this on the Rachel Maddow show, and from the looks of things, she fully believes the shit. Like, she is fully believing the words that she is saying, and it's part of the propaganda that the liberals and the Democratic Party spread just to further harness the hatred and the tension and division between the two sides. Like, just say you don't like him. Is that really so hard? It's a little ridiculous to me, but those are my thoughts on that. Okay, so on to the next video.
Okay, is anybody else crashing out, finding out that a lot of your friends and family members are in this weird religious psychosis and they're okay with being in a dictatorship? Like, I'm crashing out. I don't know if it's because I'm sleep deprived or what, but I'm crashing out. Like, are we living in a simulation?
Wow. Okay,
okay?
so she just said
But
dictatorship.
what's happening?
And then again, I would love to find her some factual evidence to support that claim because it's completely false. This woman's in her car, right? She's literally crashing out because of what she claims to be religious psychosis. Like, no one's forcing you to convert to a specific religion. And if that is the case, then please speak out about that and seek support for that, because that's awful. You know, we have the freedom to choose whatever we want in this country, as well as at least for Christianity, right? Like, God gave us freedom of choice to choose to live our lives in his image, but we have the choice to do so, right? He wants us to come to him willingly. And I can't speak for other religions, of course, but that's just what Christianity is. So I don't know what what religious background her family is, or what she's referring to, or the type of religions that she's around, so I just don't know. But to claim that it's like a religious psychosis is extremely disrespectful to me. It is extreme. That's like going to a certain neighborhood where people who are there mostly, are a part of a certain religion, right? And then just complaining about, oh, it's religious psychosis. Everybody here does X, Y, Z. Like, America is so diverse. There are so many different religions here in America. It's not just Christianity. There are so many diverse people here. Just to make that claim is so absurd. Like, you can find your community of people who aren't religious. If it deeply bothers you what someone does in the privacy of their home, because like no one's forcing you to convert to a religion, right? Then maybe you should remove yourself from the situation and think, reflect, and ask yourself, why does it make you so angry? There's underlying emotions underneath anger. It's not just anger. Anger masks the underlying emotion, right? So, I would just encourage her to figure out like why she's so upset about people who are religious being around her. Like, why does it deeply bother her? I mean, I don't care what religion you practice. I'm not going to force you to become a Christian. I will talk about my Christian faith and what I believe, and I will talk about my connection with God and how I'm very blessed to be saved by Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. But that doesn't mean I'm forcing you to convert. And there's a difference. Like, if you think I shouldn't talk about it, that's weird. That's weird. That's just not going to happen. Like, people aren't just not going to talk about their religion or their beliefs. And you should be fine with that. This woman is clearly a grown adult. She's complaining and crying and crashing out about people who are religious, claiming it's psychosis. Like, respectfully grow up, okay? Life's too short. You're too old for that, okay? A little weird. All right, next video.
So look, fuck Charlie Kirk. I'll say it with my whole fucking chest. Fuck Charlie Kirk. That man spread hateful rhetoric. You guys fucking know. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you fucking know. If you are paying any attention to my take, you already know. But I think what people don't realize is how much privilege is coming from the people who feel like they're left-leaning, but suddenly, as soon as things get violent, as soon as things get bloody, not me. No, I have too much empathy. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people hurt. Nobody deserves that. No, some people do deserve that. People whose lives are causing death and harm to others, they fucking deserve it. He's the first of many. Because it's not like our kindness, our empathy is keeping our people from getting killed. It's not. It's not. Like, silence is complicity. I have been teaching a class on just this thing. Like, it's time for minorities to stop being small, to stop being quiet, to stop being fucking digestible. It's time for minorities to rise the fuck up, to fight fucking back. And sometimes fighting is messy, sometimes it's bloody. And that's the fucking way it has to be. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Like, I will die on this fucking hill. I recognize my views lean utilitarian. I recognize the flaws in that logic, but also show me a better way, because nothing so far is working. Like, Capitalism's growing and growing. Patriarchy's growing and growing. I think people are afraid to do what it takes, you know? Like, even when you're not the one getting your hands dirty, don't condemn those who are so fucking done that they did what they had to do to take a stand. Like, no, killing one person isn't gonna fix things. But making people afraid to speak that kind of rhetoric, making people think twice, making people feel not empowered, yeah, that will. So, I don't know. I know that there's a lot of emotion and logical flaws in my argument, but I think even if you strip all that away, I don't think the core premise is wrong.
That was a lot. A lot to say on that. First of all, I just want to pray with this person because clearly they're going through something as well. I mean, it's a very dark and demonic take to actively wish harm on those you just don't agree with. I've said that before, so I'm not gonna say it again, but you guys already know how I feel about that, right? But also this idea that, oh, we need to silence those who are on the right and or conservative or Republican, right? All of us lumped in all in one group. We need to silence them because they are actively harming people and getting people killed. That doesn't make any sense, okay? First of all, this is why I'm doubling down, okay? Some person was like, oh, you just got into politics. No, I didn't. I just am now starting to speak up about it, okay? There's a difference, okay? I've been involved in politics, just I was silent because of people like this person here say things like that. Charlie Kirk was a huge inspiration to me. Like, watching him and his videos has really inspired me to follow in his footsteps as a woman of faith as well, not being afraid to claim that connection with God, to let other people know that's who I am and this is what I stand for and these are things that I value, right? So I think that a world like this person is imagining is completely harmful. In fact, I was actually wondering, like, what type of society does this person think that they thrive in? Also, what's the big deal about capitalism? Like, somebody could argue that I come from a very privileged family, and that's not false, okay? It's definitely true that I did grow up privileged, but I wasn't given everything. I had a very fortunate childhood, and as soon as I turned 18, it was like, off you go, figure it out yourself. Like, and even when I was growing up too, I didn't just get anything I wanted. I had to work hard. I had to pay for it on my own. Whatever I could afford to pay, I had to pay for it. Like, I bought my own phone at 12 because my mom said, if you want it so badly, you're gonna have to pay for it. Now, she could have bought me that phone. No problem. A lot of parents do so. I know a few friends in college, right, who, you know, their family gave them a car. I have to buy my own car. My mom's not gonna buy me a car. Are you kidding me? I'm a grown adult. She's not gonna buy me a car. Same with my apartment. I got an apartment at 22. It's $2,000 a month, okay? Which is insane because this is like 2 years ago, right? So it was a long time. It was a while ago, and I still paid it off. Not once did I ask her for a handout. Not once was I late on my rent as well. I got a job. I worked very hard. I was also in school while working my job, and I paid for my apartment because I did not want to live on campus. These are the things that I had to do. Like, so, I mean, I know some people who are, you know, still live with their parents. I don't. I still live in my own apartment, a different one, obviously. But, I mean, it's just not how my family does things. Like, we just work hard for what we have. If it's one thing I've learned in therapy, it's that you can't generalize things. And you can't just say, well, oh, well, these groups of people are like that, right? Like, it reminds me of racism. It's ironic. The left and the Democratic Party are always crying, oh, so-and-so is a racist, and so, but your thought process is literally the same logic. You are generalizing a whole group of people based off of an experience that you have with one or two people, right? And then you just assume, oh, well, they're all like that, right? Like, you think that all conservatives and Republicans are evil and bad and deserving of all this negativity, just because you may have had like a few bad experiences with one or two, or you may have seen something or heard something. Even if that were the case, it does not speak for the whole entire party. And like, I could say the same about liberals as well. I'm not labeling every liberal like, you know, like this. Like, I would never generalize the Liberal Party as well, because obviously I have family and friends who are still Democrats, and they're fine. Like, we can agree to disagree, and that's fine, but a lot of these mainstream clips, right, really do point the liberal Democratic Party in a bad light. I rarely ever see a video like this where it's a Republican saying anything that hateful and spiteful and just completely false. So, yeah, those are my thoughts, and just prayers to Erica Kirk And Charlie, may he rest in peace, and also their family as well. May God bless them and watch over them, because it is absolutely disgusting, and it is just very upsetting to hear people wishing harm on a man like that. And I've already said my 2 cents about Charlie Kirk and people's reactions to it, but to boldly post this on the internet like you're some sort of like saint or savior, that you're doing a good thing, it is really sad to see. So, you know, this makes me kind of upset. I mean, I'm not like triggered, but I'm just sad that people have this thought process and are so lost in their political views and just the propaganda that's been going about, that they legitimately cannot think straight and think clearly. And as this person said, they are definitely being very emotional, and that's one of the issues I have with Democrats as well and liberals, right? Like, you are allowed to have emotions, of course, but don't let your emotions run you. Like, I've been through therapy. I know how dangerous that can be when you have an emotion that's so strong and powerful and you let it overtake you. It's not a healthy way to live life. It's really important to learn how to separate your action and thoughts from emotion and recognize, hey, I'm feeling this way. This feeling will pass. It's okay to feel this way, but I'm not going to let this feeling rule my life or my thoughts, because mind over matter. So I learned. Anyways, on to the next clip.
You're an unethical piece of shit.
Oh, yeah?
He kills dogs because he has to have his bred dogs.
Me?
Yes! You bought those dogs, didn't you?
No.
You didn't adopt them. You didn't save their lives. You don't care about them. You don't care about anyone but
Dude,
yourself.
you are crazy, lady.
Get away from me then. Get away from me.
You walked up to me.
Go away from me. This guy won't leave me alone. Help me. Help me. This guy won't leave me alone. And he is saying that I said something racist when I absolutely did not.
You did.
Please help me. I did not say anything to this guy.
Who are
Please
you
get
talking
away from
to?
me. Help me, please. Please get this guy away from me. Adopt, don't
Dude,
stop. Go away.
you need medication, lady.
You need to get away from me.
Go that way. Go that way.
No, you go.
You want to attack me?
Go.
If you touch me, I will knock you out. You attack me, I have a right to defend myself.
Okay, let's do this, buddy. Get away from me now. This guy is harassing me.
You,
He said that
I have
was
lots of
racist.
film,
No,
lady.
I did not say anything racist at all.
Go away
whatsoever.
from me, lady.
Go away from me. Go away. Go away. I'm trying to get by, and this guy won't let me by.
Go by.
I'm trying to get by.
Go by. I have I have everything you said before. I have it all on video, lady.
I have it all on video too.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You need to go away. I let you by.
Go
Go.
away too. You need to adopt, don't shop. Look at this guy. Look at his bred dogs. Look at what an unethical piece of shit this guy
That's
is.
his mom.
He has to have bred dogs because he has a small penis. He has no freaking...
Isn't this lady amazing?
No integrity.
You are
He has no
mentally ill.
person with
You
no
are mentally
integrity
ill, lady.
And no fucking ethics at all whatsoever.
You are mentally ill. You are mentally ill.
Purebred dog, Trump
Wow.
supporter.
Where's Ice?
Easy.
Let me call Ice
Yeah.
right now.
I'm done with you. Have fun in your psycho ward. Go take your
Wow.
medication.
Okay, so that clip is a little bit longer. It's like 4 minutes, and this clip's already pretty long. But I don't see the connection between like purebred dogs, having them, and being a Trump supporter. I actually had a purebred. I had a poodle. I used to do 4-H, so I used to do dog shows. And you saw my cat earlier. She hopped up, and then the auto feeder went off, and she, of course, bolted. But anyways, I love cats. But I mean, we just fell in love with a poodle, and I think people should have a right to choose the kind of dog they want to get and have as a pet. I don't see anything wrong with having a purebred. In fact, I'm actually quite against like mixing dogs just for the sake of it. I think if you're like mixing a bunch of breeds, I mean, there are some dog breeds that have been mixed so much where they actually have health issues because of it. So I definitely am more on the side of like pro pure breed, and if that makes me, you know, deranged Trump supporter, I don't know, I guess it's kind of true. But I think the logic is very weird, and the fact that she even brought up Trump and was like, oh, like, you're a Trump supporter, as if it were like a slur, is just very weird. Going to insults, and the fact that he told her, like, you can leave. She literally did not leave. Like, we all saw it in the clip. She's literally still there. Like, that's my point. If something bothers you, why is it so hard for you to just walk away? Like, walk away. It's not worth your energy. If you don't like it, then just move on with your life. Move on. Focus on the next thing. Because when you waste energy on negative things, it just makes you a negative, angry, depressed, dark person, as we can see. All right, on to the next clip.
why he won. Because people like you. That's why he won. That is why he won, because of people like you who need to stop it. Let him live.
Bro, just like, bro, chill, bro.
You're okay with that? He's a racist.
I'm okay. Bro, how can I be racist?
He's a racist.
Okay with it?
If you
I'm
fucking
so
voted
okay
for Trump,
with it.
you're a racist.
Leave him alone.
He's a racist.
How can I be racist?
No, he's not. Leave him alone.
Doesn't watch the news.
You realize he wants to be Democrat.
I'm educated.
Oh, are you?
Don't get the logic.
Since who knows how long, but then Trump comes in and just fixes it.
Alright, well, this is my stuff. I hope you enjoy the hat.
Oh, she took a tackle.
That's so messy. I don't get the whole like, oh my god, you voted for Trump, you're racist. What? That doesn't make any sense. It's the most illogical thing I've ever heard. And especially when it comes to like people of color, people who are on the LGBTQ spectrum. Like, people who like Trump come in all different shapes, sizes, colors, backgrounds. It really does not matter. I think some people are just not necessarily knowing what a racist actually is. Okay guys, so that's it for today. I appreciate you sticking through. This video was a lot longer than I expected, and I still had a lot of clips that I didn't go over. So if you want a part 2, let me know in the comments. And if you have any other clips you want me to react to, please send them to me. Send them to me on Twitter, DM them on Instagram. I'm trying to get better at responding to my DMs because I am not the best at texting in general. So I would love to react more. So it would be a lot easier and more fun if you just send them to me. The next video that I'm going to do is going to be on my favorite Charlie Kirk debate. So stay tuned for more. I appreciate you guys for the support. I can't thank you enough because it means a lot to me. I'm glad that we're all here in this journey together. May God bless, and see you in the next time. Bye.